Yep, it's that time again, Waffies. Get out of the dining room. So it's time for a water change. This may be boring for a lot of people, but I'm going to just make a video on how I do my water changes. So, first things first, I test my water. I have 2 alkalinity test kits because there was a couple issues recently, and I've got it all under control now finally. So, it's a 75-gallon tank, and underneath is my sump. So, after putting sand and rock in, I filled this up 5 gallons at a time, and I did exactly 5 gallons. This tank, as soon as it started to hit the overflow, took exactly 50 gallons. It might have been 2 cups more than 50 gallons because only a little bit of water went down the overflow. And then down in the sump, this holds about 17 to 18 gallons. I like to say 17 and a half gallons. So anyway, so really my system is about 67 gallons to 68 gallons of total water. So I'm doing a 25-gallon water change. There's about 26 gallons in here because I always like to have a little extra just in case. And yes, just like Reefing with O said, you know, save the last 5 gallons of water that you pull out of here just in case when you refill the system, something might have happened. You might have spilled something. You might have, you know, underestimated, and you might be, you know, a low amount of water, so you'll have some extra. So, how I like to do it, it's a simple chaos, is like I like to call it. So I have my little pump here, and I just have this cord hanging. I wrap it around my chair and I clamp it so that this pump stays in here, right? Then I have my hose. Now I used to run the hose straight into the drain, but now I like to fill it 5-gallon buckets at a time, and over the time, this little mark here, right on that is exactly 5 gallons. So I go right to it every time, and then like I said, I have that extra gallon in here, and then I always save this last 5 gallons. I don't dump it. So what I do is I just plug it in, pump out 5 gallons, dump it, pump, dump, and I only got to go right over here to the bathroom. I just throw it right down the toilet, cleans out the pipes on its way out, whatever. So that's how I do my water changes, and you know, I always test my salinity obviously beforehand. This tank right here right now is 10.255, so it's not right at 1026. I like to keep my tank at 1026. The corals in my tank seem to like it better, so I always keep this at 1026. This tank, you know, this drum right here is right at 1026, so I'm probably gonna go to like 10258 salinity, maybe, who knows, you know. But so I have everything ready to go. Everything's all set. Already fed the fish, so they're done. So when the water shuts off, they're not gonna think it's feeding time. And yeah, I'm pretty prepared. You'll see here too, I have different attachments. So when I pump the water out, fill up this bucket, right? I could have another bucket here to save me some time, you know, get another one of these. They're actually cheap. They're right down the street from me. They're on sale for $29 for a 32-gallon tote, so it's pretty cheap actually. And then when I'm done, I disconnect this union right here, and then I attach this attachment, and this just sits in the tank, and then I fill the system back up again. And I'm not worried about overflowing, obviously, because I have an overflow box that will go down into here. So while this is filling back up, it gives me a little bit of time to clean up any mess that I've made, or, you know, whatever. So, alright, now you guys know how I'm doing a water change. Let's get to it.